Hey y'all, what's up? It's been a long time, hasn't it? I actually have made some videos, but I just didn't post them for reasons that I don't really remember right now. Uh, but, good news, I am officially half a year old, or 6 months on T. Except now it's like 6 months and a week, but hey, who's counting? Um, so yeah, I basically don't know what to say in my videos anymore. Like, my changes have pretty much uh, plateaued for the most part. Like, um, there's nothing. There's no big changes really anymore. Like, I mean, my voice, you know, some people tell me that it sounds like it keeps getting deeper, gradually and stuff like that. And, my mood swings have evened out pretty nicely. Like, I've even had to go like a day or two um, like past when I'm supposed to take my shot. Like I've had to wait 2 days. So instead of taking it like every week, it was a week and 2 extra days. But anyway, like before I had done that, like earlier in my transition, and it was not a good thing because my mood swings were crazy and all over the place and blah blah blah. But now it's okay. Like I think part of it is like I've learned how to handle my mood swings a little better, and then I think the other part of it is that um, I think maybe I'm just used to it, or something along those lines. I don't really know, but anyway, yeah, like I said, not many changes. I keep like my legs are ridiculously hairy now, and things like that. I think I'm like my hair's thinning out a little bit, which isn't a big deal because I had really thick hair before, so I had a little bit to spare. Hopefully, it's not going to keep happening. Um, I don't, I don't really know what else. Uh, like there'll be like little things that happen, like just throughout the week or whatever. And I'll be like, hey, that'd be a good thing to make a video about. But then I realized I'd only be talking about it for like 2 or 3 minutes, and it would just kind of seem a little pointless. Then again, I guess I could do it just, you know, to remember and stuff like that. But yeah, whatever. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. I haven't been busy, so there's really no excuse for me not posting anything. It's just I don't have anything to say. Which is surprising. 'Cause usually I have a lot to say. Um, let's see. I don't know. I think a lot of people, like in my family or just that I'm usually around, like at work and stuff, are starting to get a hang of the idea of me being trans and of uh, calling me he and stuff like that. Like a while back, and I should probably just make this into a different video, but I'm not going to. A while back, well, a couple weeks ago, was my family reunion for my dad's side of the family. And there's this huge backstory to me and my dad used to not talk and for like a year, and then we talked, and then we didn't talk again for a year, and blah blah blah. But anyway, I've still kind of kept in contact with that side of the family, so they've always been in my life and that sort of thing. But it was the reunion, and there were a lot of people that I just didn't remember at all in general, and a lot of people that didn't recognize me and things like that. Uh, like my closer family, like some of the closer cousins, my aunts and my uncles, my grandma, my computer's dying. And they all know, basically, they know that I'm transitioning. They don't really know the in-depth stuff, but they know what I'm doing, and they're cool with it. Like nobody has seemed to have a problem with it, at least. Uh, and yeah, so it came down to we were all just hanging out and sitting at tables and stuff, and we had just gotten done eating or whatever, and one of my cousins, my older cousins that I don't really know, looks at me and she says, "So whose kid are you?" And my dad's sitting next to me, and I point to him, and I'm like, "Well, I'm his kid." And she looks at me and she's like, "Well, I know he had a daughter, but I didn't know he had a son your age." And I was like, "Yeah." And it kind of just trailed off and nobody talked about it anymore. And then a couple hours later, after everybody's got a couple drinks in them, except for me, uh, she looks at me again. She's like, "So what's your name?" I'm like, "I go by Lex or Alex." And she's like, "No, no, what's your real name?" And I was like, "My real name's Alexa." She's like, "No, that's your sister's name." And I was like, "No, that's my name. I'll show you my ID if you want." And she gets really confused and she just kind of sits there for a second. And then, like, something clicks. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry." And, you know, some people that know about me, they're sitting around and they're kind of looking and just seeing how I'm going to handle the situation and everything. But I mean, it wasn't bad. And she was like, "I'm so sorry." And we kind of talked about it a little bit. She's like, "So do you like to be called he?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so pretty much everybody there. I mean, some of the older guys were a little uncomfortable with it or didn't acknowledge it at all. Uh, but that's okay. I don't really know them. They don't really know me. There you go. Um, my uncle, though, I'd have to say, like, the uncle that I'm closest to, he's actually trying and working on calling me he, and he called me bud and stuff like that. I mean, it's not awkward. It's just, and it's not even uncomfortable. It's just we're all kind of getting used to it. But I mean, the reunion all in all went well. The kids were a little confused, and one of them has always known me as well. They've all always known me as female, but this one has been around me through my transition. And my other cousins live in Iowa or something, and they're younger. And basically, the younger ones were calling me he, and this one, she's a little older. I think she's 12, was calling me she. And then she looks at me and says, "Please tell them that you're a girl." And I was like, "I'm not going to tell them anything. They can believe what they want." Because I want, their parents to handle that. I don't really think that's necessarily my place to explain all that kind of stuff to like a 9 and a 7-year-old. So their mom talked to him about it. It's all good. So there's that. I'm probably gonna cut this off because I don't know how long it is and I can't see how long it's been. So I'm gonna try to figure out stuff to talk about and leave comments about what you want me to talk about. I think it was Aiden left me or messaged me with stuff to talk about before, but somewhere it got lost, and I'm really sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna work on that a lot harder this time. So I'll see y'all later.